Well, you both look very happy about your decision.
We are. Hasn't been easy getting there.
Well, difficulties can strengthen us, make us more resolute. That's a good way to begin a marriage.
Well, we feel like if we're together...
We can tackle anything and come out winning.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I have a couple of books here that Susie might like to start reading. Cagney was one of my most patient, most enduring altar boys. He can probably answer any questions you might have. I would hope that this might provide you with just a little insight and understanding into the Catholic way of life.
Oh, I'm not sure that you should give me your personal copies. I mean, what with this wedding and all, it may be weeks before I can read these.
Take all the time you want. And after you've read some, I would be very interested in hearing your thoughts.
Look out, he's after you. Father Tracy's always looking for new lambs to add to the flock.
Guilty as charged. Now, have you decided on a date?
We'd like to announce banns at this Sunday's Mass. That way we can get married at the end of the 3-week time period.
But still, 3 weeks seems like an awfully long time.
Oh, 3 weeks? Oh, I'm afraid that's impossible.
Stephanie, how pretty. Good morning.
Oh, it's much more than that. It's positively glorious. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, God's in his heaven, and all is right with the world.
I gather you've heard the news.
Isn't it wonderful?
Well, I think so. I'm kind of surprised you're taking it so well.
What are you talking about? Susie's my daughter. Her happiness means everything to me. Where is she, by the way?
Well, she's out, and that's all I know.
Enjoying her newfound freedom, no doubt.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if she was in the park running and jumping like a kid. I wouldn't blame her. I know I was giddy with relief when Wendy told me the last thing we need in this world is, oh, how nice, more ugliness.
Are you talking about the charges being dropped?
Of course, what else?
Well, as a matter of fact, those flowers might make a nice bouquet for a bride-to-be.
A bride? Are you saying that Susie is getting married?
Yep.
Why now, why was I the last one to know?
Well, they just decided.
But I'm her mother.
So you are. Now that it's convenient.
Oh, go ahead. You can do it.
Hi.
Hi.
It's nice to see a friendly face.
Well, it's nice to see a brave one.
Brave. Oh, I'm not brave.
Oh? You're here to try newscasting again, aren't you?
Well, I'm losing my nerve.
Why?
Because, I don't want to make a fool of myself again.
Well, maybe this time it'll be better.
No, I wonder.
Well, you haven't given up yet, have you?
Who says? Sometimes I have a way of deluding myself.
Well, maybe it's time to recognize when to take a giant step forward, huh? Courage is what got you in there this morning.
Courage. Courage or desperation. Now, one thing I know for sure. Gotta get my life back together. Sonny's got her old job back. That doesn't mean that there won't be an opening somewhere along the line.
right, so
and when there is, I want to be ready for it.
Sit in that chair.
I did. And I learned. There's more to it than pretending I'm Sonny Adamson.
Try practice. Suppose we do a mock newscast.
We?
Yeah, there's some copy there. I'll be the cameraman, you be the anchor. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, all right, good. Okay.
Oh.
Ready? 5.
Wait, hold it. Let me sit down.
All right, you say when.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay, I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening. Iris, the new computer being used to process our tax refunds, is not going to win any gold medals for speed. Quinn, would you move the camera up just a little?
Oh, sure, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. In fact, taxpayers are going to have to wait up to 2 weeks or longer this year for those checks. The new improved system cost $100 million, and so far she's spent more time in repairs than she has
on the job. This is Sonny Adamson for Channel 6 News. Good night. Naturally, they want to be married as soon as possible, so we're all helping with the arrangements. I have a list of telephone calls that'll keep me busy right till the wedding.
It must be strange to see your child all grown up and taking on the responsibilities of a family.
Well, it certainly makes you aware of time passing, but it also reaffirms the continuity of life. I look at Cagney so in love, so hopeful, and I feel young again, all over.
Aren't you envious?
Well, I might be if I hadn't known their passion, their excitement.
Yeah, but is it enough to just remember it?
It's just what is.
Well, you don't have to accept it.
It's hard to fight the inevitable. I learned that when Cagney first fell in love. My prize roses would disappear from my garden daily. There wasn't a daffodil left in the front yard. Not that I was surprised. I went through the same thing with Hogan. Now, you know, daughters come with a certain advantage. At least when TR falls in love, you won't find your garden in ruins.
Yeah, well, that's a long way off.
Oh, that's what I thought. But I was wrong. First thing, they're bringing home girlfriends and boyfriends, and the next you know, they're married and raising their own families.
Goodness, Kate, you make it sound like it happens overnight.
Seems like only yesterday that Matt was proposing to me. Well, not that you have to worry. You'll be the loveliest grandmother anybody ever saw.
You want me to perform the ceremony?
We do.
Well, you don't realize the demands. You have no idea. I'm booked completely for the next 2 months.
Oh, but it would mean so much to Cagney for you to marry us.
Well, then it won't do for it to be someone else, would it? Does it have to be a big wedding?
No.
Well, we could get the convent chapel and do it at my evening mass.
What do you think?
Well, it sounds perfect.
But you understand that's a limited space.
Really?
When I was a little girl, I did dream of having a wedding in a big palace garden under the rose arbor with a big white horse to carry me in.
Know where I can rent one of those?
That's all right. It's all right. You don't need one. Smaller palace, but you've already swept me off my feet.
Well, you want me to reserve the chapel, then?
Yes.
Will you be asking Hogan to stand up for you?
Well, I'd like to, but I can't get a hold of him.
I still remember what a disappointed boy Cagney was at his confirmation when I had to tell him that he couldn't choose his brother's name.
Oh, why couldn't you?
There's no St. Hogan.
Oh.
His name is Patrick Hogan, and they'd have to nickname me Patty. You know?
Have you decided on your maid of honor yet?
Oh, I'm not sure.
No, perhaps you have a sister?
Yes, I do.
Well, then.
Well, Wendy and I aren't exactly close.
Are you saying that there's anger in your heart toward your sister? Child, it would be so much better if you didn't enter into a marriage with bitterness or resentment for anyone.
I know.
If you could see this marriage as a new beginning. Love has a power to unify, to create peace and harmony, and to make forgiveness possible. You'll need to call on it many times in the course of your marriage, especially in times of trouble.
Yes, but you're asking me to...
I am asking you to give serious consideration to mending this breach with your sister. Otherwise, well, it'd be difficult for me, in all good conscience, to perform your wedding ceremony.
Susie would never agree to an absurd suggestion like that.
I don't think it's absurd to wear her mother's wedding dress. That's kind of a nice old-fashioned thing to do.
Well, it's a nice old-fashioned thing which is out of date and impractical.
Why? Because it's not your dress.
Well, at least if it were my dress, Susie could hold her head up while she was walking down the aisle.
My sister had wonderful taste.
Pretty little bunches of tulle do not hold a candle to pot de soie.
Oh, I don't think fabric is the issue.
What is the issue? The fact that this isn't Susie's first marriage?
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Why else are you trying to push her toward yellow and faded?
Stephanie, I think you're jealous.
Well, I'm not a sentimental fool, if that's what you mean.
Okay, then we won't ask you to bring anything old or new, or borrowed, or even blue.
You can say whatever you like. Weddings are about the present and hopes for the future. Now, if Susie wears her mother's dress, she'll just be taking the past and all its sad memories right up to the altar with her. How can you ask that?
I'm not asking anything. She can remember her mother on her wedding day any way she wishes.
But mention that dress and it's a guarantee that she'll feel guilty if she even thinks of choosing anything else.
Okay, Stephanie. I'll tell her the dress exists and I will never mention it again, okay?
We've entered the 20th century, Joe, whether you've noticed or not. I have been to some weddings you would not believe. I once stood in a cow pasture while the bride and groom entered on a tractor. Seeds of the new harvest was the wedding theme, as I recall.
Stephanie, do me a favor. Don't ever mention that to Susie.
I have no intention of doing that. I believe in resisting crazy impulses before you have a chance to regret them.
Good. I think for the first time in a long time we agree on something.
Oh, listen, every bride always dreams of having a big, beautiful wedding. Let's just encourage Susie to go for it.
Except we do have a groom who has to be pleased too. Listen, I have a lot of faith in Susie. She and Cagney will come up with wedding plans that make them both happy.
Now, what does Cagney McCleary know about planning a wedding? You and I have to do it, and together we will come up with a wedding that will live forever in the minds and hearts of everybody who attends.
Now, wait just a minute. What are you thinking about?
Well, the country club for starters,
The
of
country
course.
club?
and-
Now, wait. You really think Susie and Cagney are going to feel comfortable in a place that's that impersonal?
I think they'll feel comfortable wherever we tell them to.
Is that a fact?
Obviously, one thing has to be settled. Are you with me or against me?
Sonny, great sign off. That's the way I knew it would go that way.
You
It
should
should go that way, yes.
Yeah, sure. Wendy's been a terrific sport to help me out.
Oh, wait a minute. Wendy was helping you?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn about cameras, and it's nice to have a live body to focus in on. Wendy wasn't too excited about the idea, but I did some fast talking, and she sat at your desk.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was trying to be careful not to mess anything up.
I know. I heard you read the whole story.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm not very good.
You've improved a lot.
Well, thank you. You, though, you're so smooth and relaxed. Were you like that all the time?
Oh, are you kidding? No, I was horrible when I first started. But I learned the same way that you are. A colleague came over and gave me some pointers.
Oh.
In fact, why don't you hang on to this copy in case you'd like to practice?
Thanks.
And if you have any other questions about what it takes to be an anchor woman, just feel free to ask me.
I will.
Does that go for me, too?
Oh, sure. I always feel better when I'm in focus.
Has anybody seen Stephanie? She left all these cassettes on my desk and no note.
Oh, well, maybe she wants them filed.
Well, yeah, but how can I file them without a label?
Your job is never dull. Oh, here comes the bride. Oh, congratulations. Cagney told me the good news. I'm so happy for you.
I'm
so excited.
I'm really looking forward to your engagement party.
Thank you. Oh, Sonny, I hope Cagney remembered to invite you.
of course
he did. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Okay. Oh, if you all would excuse me, I'm Wendy.
Oh, I need to find Stephanie. Could I get some help?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Quinn, why don't you
Sure.
come with us?
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, I heard about you and Cagney. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You better go catch up
No,
with
I
them.
wanted to talk to you, not them.
What for?
Well, remember when we were little girls? And we used to stay up all night with curlers in our hair, talk about Our big dreams for our weddings.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanted to marry Prince Charles and take pole lessons on toe shoes.
You were outrageous. You wanted to marry Donny Osmond on a surfboard.
Yeah. Well, you know, I still like that idea of the ocean. It's romantic. You remember the scene in From Here to Eternity?
Yes. Well, my favorite ocean scene was... Oh, I remember my sister Wendy lying at the edge of the water, hanging on to an inner tube for dear life, not wanting to let go because she didn't want to go home until the sun went down.
Your sister? It's been a long time since you said that.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
You can take it back if you want.
No, I can't. See, we made a promise. You know, as sisters, till death do us part.
Yeah, kids, you know, kids make all kinds of promises.
Remember when we promised that we would be the maid of honor at each other's wedding?
Yeah, I guess we were naive.
Oh, Wendy. Does that mean you won't even consider it?
You want me to be... Do you remember the time, do you remember how we used to end our fantasies?
Yes, we would have an imaginary glass of champagne, and we would make a toast.
Yes, but of course, we never told each other the toast because
No.
sisters could read each other's minds.
Yes, they can.
Look at this. Look. Dull, dull, dull.
Well, then why did you buy it?
Because I have a parent-teachers conference at TR school, and I thought that this is what the mother of a teenage daughter should look like. Oh, Sonny, I just want to be myself again. I want to be young with my whole life in front of me.
Do you feel like life is passing you by?
Do you know I could be a grandmother? Oh, Liza, come on. I mean it. I know it's too soon, but I could. Now, where's all the joy and all the wonder in life? I have fallen into some kind of routine that seems impossible to break.
Well, it's your own fault if that happens. No, I mean it. It is up to us to control our own lives.
Is that what you were trying to tell me the other day?
Well, sort of. I mean, I wasn't just going on about wanting to have a baby. It's more than that. It's about living your life with the courage of your convictions. Making things happen the way you want. I mean, why should we be victims? We know what's required to turn our lives around, right? The question is, do we have the courage to do it?
Well, of course we have. I have known great love, great passion in my life. Now, just because I don't have it now doesn't mean I won't experience it again.
Of course it doesn't.
You know, I'll never forget the kind of commitment and sense of wholeness I had with Hogan. Made me happier than I ever thought possible. And I won't settle for anything less. I want that feeling back, and I'm not giving up.
Yeah, well, have you heard from Hogan?
No.
Just like a man.
I miss him so much. You know, it's really gonna be kind of weird to be at a party at the McClearys without him.
I know. Do you think I'm ever gonna get married again?
Do you think I'm ever gonna get married at all?
Look, we just have to remember what you said.
What did I say?
We're not gonna give up.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, we have a party to go to, right?
Yes. Well, let's look on the bright side. Maybe some tall, dark, handsome stranger will be there. I'll flip you for him.
Oh,
I still have a few suggestions for the wedding I'd like to pass along to Susie, and I will, with or without your approval.
Good. Then we'll find out which one of us knows what
Hi,
she
I'm
really
back.
wants.
I didn't know we were going to give her a choice.
Of course
going
we're going
on?
to give her a choice, and I am sure that my daughter and I will be in total agreement. Congratulations,
Oh.
darling. I'm so excited about the wedding. Wait till you hear.
About what?
I think it's pot de soie versus tulle.
What?
You want this wedding to be perfect, right?
And you believe in traditional values, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I think I know where this conversation is headed. And I want you to know that we appreciate your concern. But you see, Cagney and I have our own ideas.
Now, Susie.
Now, Stephanie, we have our own ideas, and I want to hear your ideas. But we have made our own decisions. So I might as well tell you that we've decided to have the ceremony in the chapel as soon as Father Tracy can read the banns.
That chapel barely seats 40 people.
40 people is more than enough.
I was planning on that many bridesmaids.
Stephanie, this is our day. We want to have it to treasure, to have and to hold always.
Sounds to me like that wedding is about planned, Stephanie.
Not quite. Which one of us is going to be the mother of the bride?